Hey Lisa, what's happening?
Mm, Not a lot. How are you, Dan?
I am great. So, I've been in the DGC community. I've been part of Legacy Builders since like last January. I got involved.
Oh,
And how about you?
interesting.
Can you share your story, your journey? How long have you been doing this?
So I got in the last part of July 2024 and didn't really do anything with it for probably about a month. And and then I was in the community, I seen the cruise happening, and I was like, ooh, I want to go on that cruise. Um, so I kind of dove in and started learning some stuff about it and actually made my first post and in like 3 days, I think, I had my first sale.
That's awesome.
And yeah, it was very boosted the confidence to know that I was on the right track. So then, going on the cruise made it that much more exciting and getting to meet Michelle and seeing that she's the same in person as she is, on video. That was huge. And you know, I mean that's where I met you, Dan. Met you and
Yeah.
it was awesome.
We met on the
Uh
cruise the first time
yes.
with your
And
husband. What's his name again? I always forget his
Wesley.
name. Wesley.
That's
Wesley.
okay. It's not a it's there's not a whole lot of Wesleys out there. So
Yeah. I don't know any
um
Wesleys. Wesley Snipes, your husband.
Um, anyway, I got our daughter involved. I'm like, you got to do this. Like, this is crazy. It's a way for you to stay home and be able to work from home and do the travel that you want to do because her husband's English and his family's in England. So um, you just can't tell your boss, hey, I'm taking off 2 weeks to go to England. So that it's kind of what I thought it was a good fit for her and then I got to do it with her, right? So me and her just kind of been doing this journey together, and it's been so much fun.
So you got started and you said in 3 days you got your first sale.
hmm
So how was the startup process for you? Like what did you do to get started? How did that go? How did that work for people watching?
Um, yeah, I mean, there's always looky-loos out there, and at first I didn't even understand what I was selling. I
Uh,
was just like, I'm not sure what I'm selling. I all
uh,
I know is it's digital products that you can sell from home. You can sell from anywhere, and it's a one-time investment with no monthly fees. You're not out anything after your initial investment. And I've already made money at it. And they're like, send me the link. So, I mean,
yeah.
I was literally selling something I wasn't even 100% sure what I was selling.
Okay. Are you sure
But
now? Do you know what you're
yeah,
selling?
100%.
Okay.
I understand the value of the master resale rights now
Uh,
because, when I first started, I'd done hair for 36 years
mm.
and um, I'd done hair for 36 years, been behind the salon chair my whole life, never needed computers, never needed tech. And master resale rights meant nothing to me. Um,
What is that? Can you explain what that is?
well, it's a product that someone else already um, made, and then you get the rights to sell it over and over again. Um,
How do
and
you
when
get those rights? You buy the product and then you get the rights.
yes, I
Yeah.
was thinking that was a trick question. I was like,
No, 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 no. I'm at no trick questions. I'm asking this
yeah, no,
just
truly,
for
yeah,
people that may watch this. I just want to make so they understand because they might not understand like what is master resale rights,
yeah,
right? Not everyone knows what that is.
yeah, truly. When you buy the product, because you're buying the product, it
Mhm.
literally gives you 100% of the product to resell because you purchased it.
So
So,
you purchase the digital product and
mhm.
then you can use it and then you can resell it.
Yeah, over and over
How
again, not just
how
once, but
much
over and over again.
okay, how much like profit do you get from selling it? Like how much do you keep?
100%.
You keep 100%?
100%.
Yeah, I know that. I was just, yeah, 100%. That's crazy. But like, how does the company make 100% I mean,
Well,
how do we, like, how does a company make money if we get 100% of the
right, because
profit?
that's what I thought too. I thought, how can I make 100% and the company still make money, right? Because I'm
Yeah.
like, do you really make 100%? Because I don't know. But yes, you truly do because we get the product to resell at 100%. And then there's a one-time website fee that you have to pay, which is $39. And that's what the company gets to keep because
Yeah.
the website's already done for you. You just have to input your information. So they get the $39 every time someone signs up. And right now, oh, what is there, 53,000 people in our community?
Yeah, like around that. I think
Around
maybe
that
around 52,
is
maybe.
okay. I heard someone
Yeah.
say 53 yesterday, so
Okay. It's
I
around
didn't
that.
I didn't fact check
51,
it, but
52,
still,
53. Yeah.
52,000 people in our community at $39.
Mm.
That's a nice.
Yeah, that's good for them. But they also like they're also spending a lot of money. They're putting a lot of money into the
They
community
they
itself.
truly are because
Yeah.
it's constantly being updated.
Mm.
It's we have live interaction calls. We have so much training. Um, I love it because, I've bought into things before. I've done MLM, I've done um, you know, I don't know. I've just tried stuff over the years. And I've never had anything that has been interactive. I've always had like um, either trying to build a team, build a team, build a team, which is exhausting. And then the people at the top is taking the money, so you're not even making that much. And then um, trying to sell stuff from home on your own. I mean, you're just on your own trying to figure it out. And with this program, you're not. The community that we're in is global. It's all over the world. And all those people just want to help you and love on you and guide you. Like if you have a question, you put it out in the community and somebody's going to answer it. And it, possibly could be a tech person or it could be, one of the six-figure earners or, the millionaires. So you've always got someone that's going to answer your questions or help you or guide you. And I love that because even though it's my business, because I bought the legacy program, I'm not doing it by myself. So that's one thing that's different about this is because we do have the live interaction trainings. So I think that's
Yeah.
huge itself.
I've never seen anything like that. Like I've had
Mm-mm.
live trainings, but it wasn't interactive. It's usually just like someone just speaking to you like you're in a classroom.
Yeah.
But the fact that we like you can actually we're on a Zoom call and we can actually talk to like the six and seven figure income earners, and then we go out in breakout rooms. Like today we have a legacy builders call. I don't
Yep.
know if you're going to be there or not.
I plan on it. It's in my
Yeah.
calendar.
So how did you find this program? Like were you just like how did you find it in the first place?
I was just
Hmm.
scrolling on Facebook. Literally scrolling on Facebook, seen a post with that a lady made. I didn't even know her,
Okay.
never met her.
Hmm.
And she does art and
Okay.
I'm crafty and I love to do
Hmm.
art stuff and so I was following her for her art.
That's
And
awesome.
then I seen her make a post one day about how her friend had made like $52,000 in 5 months. And I'm like, whatever. And I just scrolled past. And then the next post I seen, it was talking about, okay, I've bought the program. They haven't done nothing with it, decided to hop on. I've now made like, I don't remember what her numbers was. It was like 10,000 in 5 weeks or something like that.
Dang.
And I was like, what is she doing? And so I started kind of stalking her a little bit on Facebook.
Okay. Okay.
And then I seen what she was doing and I just I researched, I Googled it and I was like,
Uh,
okay, it's a legit, business. And so it was 11 o'clock at night one night and I just went across the living room, grabbed my purse and got my card out and Wesley looked over at me. He goes, "What are you doing?" And I was like,
did
"Nothing."
you tell Wesley what you were doing?
Not right then, I didn't.
Mm, told him
And
after.
so, yeah. And so I got in there, I got into the system and I was looking at everything. And so there's four different platforms. There's
You started with the 900.
I did start with the
Yeah.
900, but I almost started with the 100.
Ooh, no, you don't want to do
I know
that.
because I thought, oh, I don't know, can I do this? Because I don't know tech.
Yeah.
I've done hair my whole life. I've never worked on the computer, never did really anything with my phone. I would scroll, I wouldn't post. And I thought, I'll just get the $100 and see what it's about. And then I thought, why would I do that? You can't even buy groceries for $100.
Yeah.
So if I'm not going to have any skin in the game, I'm not going to care if I make anything or not because it
Mm,
wouldn't affect me that much. So I didn't even look at the 300 or the 600. I went all in. I'm like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. So that's why I went with the 900 legacy. Because I've never been self-employed my whole life. I've always I've always made good money, but I've never made good money to build a good retirement. And knowing that I didn't have a good retirement, knew that I wasn't going to leave a great legacy for my kids. And so leaving a legacy hit different for me because now it was something that was actually possible. And I've never had that before. And so I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to leave the legacy for our kids and have them not have to worry when they're 50 how they're going to retire because that's what we've done. We've literally wondered how are we going to retire? Because I don't want to work the rest of my life. And was it Marianne says, do you want to work till the day you die? No, I do
yeah.
not. I
No,
do
me
not.
neither. I want to
And
retire soon,
me
next
too.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But that's why I went with the legacy and I have not regretted one bit of it. And, now Amber's doing it. She's going to have her own legacy, but that's okay. It's amazing. And I love the
Amber, your daughter, Amber.
Amber, our
Yeah.
daughter. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, our daughter Amber that's doing this with me. Um, and then just the mindset that you get mindset training in this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there probably is other companies that offer it, but I'm telling you, the mindset that we get in this has shifted my confidence. It has
Mm,
shifted. I mean, even the way I walk into a room, it, it, I don't know. I don't know. And then watching Amber have, the mind shift, it's, it's so powerful, so good.
it is.
Because what you do put in your mind does come out. And that's
It's
what you
so
have to,
important.
yeah, it's what you have to be careful with. And the people you hang around with is how you act.
Yeah.
So pick your crowd and know who you're hanging out with because you don't want to slide down that slippery slope and then look around and truly see the crowd that you're with. You want to know the crowd that you're with before you even like hang around.
Yeah.
So
You become what you associate with. So,
you do.
and we're associating with, six, seven figure income earners and entrepreneurs, people who are just, they just want to, they want to live their best life.
And they want the best life for us,
Yeah.
you know?
Like the coaches, they want the best for us. And we,
Mhm.
we want the best for each other and for other people too. Like we're just trying to impact lives. And while we're impacting lives, of course, we want money. Of course, that's why we started business, but it's also
Right.
about helping people too. Hmm.
Yeah. The money actually ends up becoming the byproduct, right? Because you have to have money to survive. But um, but just seeing the people that you help that you get out of survival mode is just
Uh,
so cool because there's so many people that's just trying to literally buy groceries. One lady, remember that I don't remember her name, and I hate that I don't, but um, that one lady at the mastermind, her story was she took her coins to the coin star and put her coins in there to cash them in so she could buy groceries for her son.
yeah. think her name's Melissa.
I think it is
I think
Melissa.
so. We call her Rambo. We have
Yes.
nicknames for her. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and she said she felt shame because of that because and then
Hmm.
she started kind of crying. She said that in front of the whole room. It was powerful.
It was.
Yeah.
And, most of that room was on TikTok Live. So her story went out to thousands. And, it was just brave for her to even talk about it. And I'm so glad she was able to.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many of us at that live event, and you see everyone sharing their stories. Like, there's so many people out there that are just struggling to get by, and they don't
Hmm.
know what to do, right?
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
one lady didn't even want to do it. Her husband kept sending her because he would see Michelle's videos talking about, do you want to keep taking your calculator to the grocery store? And he knew his wife was taking the calculator to the grocery store and he kept sending
Mm.
those videos. And she was like, stop sending me these. I don't want to do this. And now they're doing it and having success. And she's like, I don't have
Yeah.
to take my calculator to the grocery store anymore.
That's
So
awesome.
it's so much fun just seeing people get the weight lifted off of them of the stress of, you know, am I going to have enough money at the end of the month?
Yeah.
And I love that. I love watching that. I could watch that all day.
Yeah. It's such a relief when you start actually making money and you can pay off your debts and you can, do the things you actually want to do.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
such a relief and a blessing. So you said you didn't have any tech skills. So what was like the setup process like for you then when you got started? How did
So,
that go?
so, so, when you don't have tech skills, it's intimidating. And there is literally a step by step on how to do it, how to set it up. But I did not have enough confidence in myself to do that. So I paid one of the tech girls at in the program to set it up
Okay.
for me.
Okay.
And it wasn't, I think it was 150, $150 or something like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't much, but it was worth it because I knew that I would have to figure it out and it'd take me way longer than it would her. So, um,
Okay. Yeah, you had someone set it up for you. That's cool.
I
That's a
did.
good thing. Like you can set up the program yourself, or you can have the tech team do it for you if you don't want to deal with
Mhm.
it.
Yep.
Yeah. I set it up twice by myself,
Yeah.
but then recently the last one, when we did the upgrade, I had the tech team set it up just because I just wanted to see how they do, take a
Yeah.
break. But it wasn't complicated. Like I set it up myself twice and it took me a few hours, so
Yeah.
I don't have tech skills at all. Right.
No, he was a monk for 7 years.
Yeah, well, yeah, 10 years more. Yeah,
10
no tech
years.
skills, no tech skills.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still don't. You don't need tech skills for this business. You don't need a following. You don't need experience, anything.
No, you don't. No. And that's great because I didn't have a following on any of my social media platforms. I didn't even have TikTok. And so, start out brand new, fresh, and just set the algorithms, let them do the work for you. So,
Yeah, and it works because same with me. Like I started brand new TikTok accounts last year. I never used TikTok in my life. I thought it was for kids. I thought it was silly. But then when like I got inside of the community and the blueprint, and it taught about like using TikTok, so I started using TikTok, and I
mhm,
grew like three different channels actually to over 1,000 followers on each channel, and I made sales on each channel.
mhm.
So that's just proof. Like you literally don't need a following. TikTok's great for that too, for growing fast.
It is. Yeah, it is. I
But
love that.
yeah, but I've found if you just consistently post videos and go live, then you will grow your following like that. So.
Hmm. How did you find legacy?
Yeah, like I was promoting a different business at the time, actually, but I saw like somebody on my Facebook, they were talking about it, 100% profit, 2-hour workday up to $600. So initially, like I checked it out and I just wanted to check out the training inside. But then when I saw the training, and that's before we were doing Legacy, that's when we were doing the other program.
Hmm.
So I was like, okay, this is good. I'm going to start promoting this instead. And then we launched Legacy because I was in before we even launched Legacy.
Oh,
And it was
I
actually, hmm,
I wasn't aware you'd been in that long, but I guess since you
yeah.
started in January, you would have been.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it was before we even launched Legacy because we launched Legacy in like April 2024.
Hmm.
But what stood out for me, like when I purchased the other program and I was promoting that, I wasn't inside of the community at first. because the person that I bought from, he wasn't inside of the community.
Hmm.
But then I noticed people posting like testimonials on Facebook, and I could tell they were promoting the same thing I was doing. It was like, the wins from our community.
Yeah.
I was seeing these wins. I could tell, like, hey, I think they're doing the same thing I'm doing, but what is this? Like, what are these wins? Because it looked kind
Where,
of different
yeah.
and it looked cool. So I asked someone, I was like, what is this? They're like, oh, yeah, this is a community. I'm like, oh, can I get in? She's like, yeah. So then once I got in the community, like the training in the community, that's what helped me get my first sales.
Okay.
It wasn't from the training and the program that I was using. It was like the community support helped me get my first sales.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I said. The community is so powerful because I don't know another program that has that.
No, I mean, people will probably copy us now because they're going to see what we're doing, but like I haven't seen anything like this where there's live mentoring and there's just so much
Mhm.
value. So daily trainings, Michelle jumps in and she does a daily training with an action step. She's made like $6 million in 2 years.
Yeah, we have 90-day runs, like 90-day run and then another 90-day run. You just keep doing 90-day runs because she literally guides you every day on what to do. You don't have to think about what you're going to talk about. You don't have to think about, oh gosh, I don't know what to do today. Well, sure you do. Go watch the video. She'll tell you, you know,
Yeah. So
little.
these little trainings helping with your mindset and like
Mhm.
strategy, daily trainings, like 2 to 5 minutes maybe.
And
Right.
she doesn't charge us anything for those. No
And this
monthly
is a
fee
bonus.
whatsoever. It's just, I don't know. She just cares so much. And I'm
She
just,
does.
I'm so blessed to have had this brought in front of me to be able to hop on and, implement it into our lives.
Yeah, and it's just the beginning. I think it's just the beginning for you, for all of us, really.
But yeah.
Yeah. So we have this 2 hour workday. Can you explain like what this 2 hour workday is all about?
So 2-hour workday is literally just getting your action steps done. You can you can do like 30 minutes of free ads. Literally don't even pay for ads because there's a way to do that for free. And then you need to post 3 videos a day, which usually takes about 30 minutes, and then go live for an hour. And and then you have to answer um your posts, like when people comment and stuff, and that's part of your posting time. Um, so yeah, it literally just hopping in there, getting it done, posting your videos, seeing the comments, responding to those, going live, and posting your free ads. And you don't have to do it all at once. You can, sometimes I'll do 15 minutes here and 15 minutes there. I work 2 days in the salon still, and um, in between a haircut, if I've got 20 minutes, I may shoot a couple videos. And so I just work it into my day. And I would love to be organized, which I've never been an organized person. But I would love to be organized and get up and just pop everything off at once. But um, I don't know. I'm usually doing 10 things at 10 different times. So, or 10 things at the same time. Um, but something I can work toward. I'm like, oh, I'll get up early and get that done. And then, I'll get derailed.
Okay. Yeah, I posted like 3 videos before I jumped on this with you.
I posted one. So yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. But
Okay, so what do you usually do for your 2 hour workday, like in general? It's you said like so you don't really have a schedule. It's kind of just like you just do whatever.
on like the days I'm not in the salon, like today, um, I'll literally sit down and just get my 2 hours done. And then I'll have
Okay.
the rest of the day to do whatever I want. But like on
Okay.
salon days,
Uh,
some days I start in the salon at 7:30 in the morning and I don't
okay. Yeah.
until 7 or 8 at night.
Ah, it's a long day.
Long days. So on those days, I don't have a schedule. I just kind
Okay.
of when I can fit it into the day.
Okay. Well, that's good for people. Like, so a lot of people are busy. They don't.
Mhm.
So if you're busy on those, you can still fit in your 2 hour workday though.
Oh, 100%.
Like,
Yeah.
do you do it in like in between clients or?
hmm Yep. I'll just do it in between clients and I was going live one day in the salon and I
Mhm,
was live on TikTok and I had a guy walk in. He was like 30 minutes early for his haircut.
mhm,
And um, I'm like, yeah, come on in. And I said, I'm live on TikTok right now. I said, but I will turn it to where you're not in it, but I'm going to keep going live while I'm cutting your hair. And
Wow.
he was like, all right.
Okay. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's cool. You just kept
But
doing
if
it, huh?
he wouldn't have been okay with it, I would have been like, I would have just hopped off and then got back on later.
Okay. He was
But
cool with it.
he was the one that was 30 minutes early. So,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
but But that's what's so great
Okay.
about it. You just work it in when you have the time, work it around your schedule, and then till you can find that balance of getting your 2 hours done and be done for the day.
Yeah, it's
So,
awesome.
yeah.
And also, like, we have the live mentoring, we have the daily trainings, and we also have the live events. That's where, like, I met you the first time on that
Yeah.
cruise.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
what'd you take away from that cruise?
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun.
Oh, I
Um,
loved it. I want to
too.
go, I'm ready for the next one.
They're planning one.
I hope
Uh,
so. But the first one was special because there wasn't so many people there.
right. It was. Um, I guess just seeing that, it's real and it's for real people because no one's fancy. No one's, you know, everyone's just who they are. And we mesh so good because I think we're all going after the same thing. So the attraction marketing is truly a real thing because, that one night when we went to Mike and Michelle's and everyone brought it
Where
wasn't
the
about,
Airbnb or
yeah, the
what?
Airbnb after the cruise.
Mm,
Uh, um, everyone brought like snacks and stuff, but
mm,
no one was told to. It
mm.
wasn't even mentioned. And everything that we brought complemented the other food. Like
Uh-huh.
everything matched and it turned into like a meal.
It was so nice.
It was so nice.
Yeah, we all
But
got along. Like we all connected like really nicely, most of us.
yeah,
Yeah.
but as far as my takeaway from the cruise, just seeing that Michelle is who she is in person as she is in the
She's
video
better. She's better in person.
better. She's better. She gives great hugs.
Yeah.
Um,
And
Mike
then
is
Mike,
Mike is very knowledgeable,
he's very
on
smart.
yes. Yeah, he is. And he thinks outside the box and he
He's a
helps.
millionaire himself, so he's
He
like
is. Yeah.
he does trainings in our community too and stuff like that. The mastermind.
hmm Yes, but he became a millionaire on his own, not through this
Yeah.
program.
Yeah, do something else. But now he
Yeah,
does trainings with our community too. Because he's
and
really good at tech and marketing and stuff. Mhm.
yeah, and he's made 1 million from this. So,
Mm.
uh, he's he's very very
He's made a
intelligent.
million from what? Legacy or from
Yeah, like
Mastermind?
yeah. Well, I'm sure all the above, but
Okay.
just being in the legacy program,
Mm.
you know, with all his just different avenues he teaches you how to do. He creating digital products,
Yeah.
your own digital products that you can sell. Um,
Yeah.
and so, I mean, when I bought this program, I just didn't think it was going to be, um, I didn't think it was going to be this, um, like, I didn't know you could learn so many different avenues to take digitally to make so many different income streams.
So think
You know,
about digital marketing. Yeah.
yeah, because I just didn't have that tech set mind. And I mean, when, buying the legacy, that automatically give us 4 income streams right off the bat.
Yeah.
So because of the master resale rights, we get to sell each program beneath the program that you buy. So that's 4 income streams right there that we
Mm.
got. And so that's incredible. And um, I think the facts are like every millionaire like out there has at least 7 income streams.
Yeah, I've heard of that. At least seven.
At
Probably
least,
more these days. Probably a lot more these days.
yeah. And I think Michelle is up to like 19 or 20
Dang.
income.
It's a lot. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
we also teach people how to build multiple streams of income, which is
hmm
amazing.
Yeah, and
What so
I wasn't aware of that when I first signed up. I didn't realize that we'd be having so many different streams of income, which is amazing.
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
just we teach you how to really just build multiple streams of income in a variety of ways and just really how to build an empire really with this. Like you just, yeah, we teach people how to become self-made millionaires really. If they want to do that, just depends how
Yeah.
far you want to take it.
Yeah, if you want to do that. I mean, there's one guy in the program, all he wants to make is $1,000 a month to take
Yeah.
his kids on some trips, you know,
Yeah.
and he's happy
There's
doing that.
something for everyone. Yeah. There's people, if they want to make an extra thousand or if they want to, go all in and become a millionaire, there's something
Right.
for everyone. So what would you tell someone who's on the fence? They're like thinking about, starting legacy, but they're just on the fence about it. What would you say to them?
Oh, I would just tell him don't even hesitate. I mean, because once you go in and you watch the two videos that you get to watch, those videos right there explain 95% of your questions. And if you still have questions after that, hit me up because I would love to answer them. But honestly, this is the most rewarding thing I've ever done just because it it helps me grow as a person and then watching your success just it's so wonderful just seeing all you need is a phone. All you need is internet. And if you don't have internet, you can't afford internet, go to McDonald's, hang out in the parking lot until you can afford your internet. Because if there's a will, there's a way. And if you want something to change, you have to change something. So if you have the opportunity to buy and invest, do a one-time investment, pay for your website that's already set up for you. I mean, you don't have to do any building of anything because everything's already built for you. Everything's been proven that it works. And there's no monthly fees, no monthly expenses, but you're still getting training that you should be paying for, but you don't have to. It's just a win-win if you choose to jump in.
Yeah, you just need two sales. Your first sale, you get your investment back, and your second sale is profit.
You're,
So,
yeah, second sale, you're in profit mode. And I don't know, I just think it's one of the easiest things I've ever done to make the changes that I need made in our lives because with automations, which, our automations, we call that the freedom machine, right?
yeah, that's
And
how we make money while we're sleeping or doing
that's how we,
anything.
yes, that's how we
Yeah.
make money while we're sleeping. Amber made a sale yesterday and
Wow, awesome.
he was fixing to go live. And right when she hit the live button, her phone went off and it said, "Congratulations, you just made $900."